right, Raiders fans, let's dive into all the latest updates and hot takes surrounding our Las Vegas Raiders. The energy around the team has been absolutely electric, and there's so much to break down heading into the next games. One of the first things on everyone's mind is the future of some of the young talent that's been making waves since joining the squad. Names like Brock Bowers and Ashton Gentry have already started to carve out significant roles, and it's hard not to get excited thinking about what these players will contribute as the season progresses. Bowers, in particular, has been a phenomenal presence at tight end, showing that he isn't just a traditional player at the position, but someone who can stretch the field and create mismatches for defenses. Even if he isn't at 100%, his ability to influence the game is undeniable. Gentry, on the other hand, brings a dynamic skill set to the backfield, and although he might not immediately outshine a veteran like Josh Jacobs in sheer statistics, his talent and versatility are something every Raiders fan should be excited about. Looking at the roster, the offensive line remains a point of conversation. After a game where conditions weren't ideal, it's clear that the line has room to grow, but the potential is there for them to dominate in more favorable situations. The contrast between performances against teams like the Patriots versus a formidable Chargers defensive front highlights just how critical line play is to the team's overall success. Raiders fans are hoping to see improvements, and based on practice reports and insider chatter, there's reason to be optimistic. The group has the tools and the coaching to make strides, and when that happens, everything else on the field opens up. More room for the running backs, better protection for Geno Smith, and more opportunities for receivers and tight ends to shine. Speaking of receivers, the question of replacing key names like Amari Cooper continues to be a hot topic. The team invested in Cooper for a reason, and now finding the right balance to ensure the passing game remains lethal is essential. Options like Robert Woods have been discussed, while Tyler Boyd also surfaces in speculation, but the Raiders' strategy seems clear. Prioritize the offensive line first, then enhance the secondary and wide receiver core to keep defenses guessing. Kyle Kelly's emergence as a reliable cornerback is a huge plus, and if the team can add experienced pieces like Stephon Gilmore to the mix, it could solidify the secondary in a way that balances both youth and experience. Fans have every reason to be hopeful, as the mix of veterans and young talent has the potential to take the team to the next level. The conversation around running backs and offensive production has also been heating up. Gentry's potential to impact games in multiple ways is exciting, and the coaching staff seems to be considering ways to maximize his contributions. Even when Bowers is slightly limited, other offensive weapons like Michael Mayer and Jacoby Myers step up to ensure the team's game plan remains balanced and dynamic. This kind of depth is critical when facing tough opponents, and it gives fans confidence that the Raiders can adapt to different scenarios while still producing explosive plays. It's this versatility that separates good teams from great ones, and right now, the Raiders are showing signs of being in that higher tier. Defensively, the focus shifts to matchups and personnel decisions that could make or break games. Players like Darn Holmes have faced scrutiny, and discussions about the optimal lineup at cornerback and safety have been front and center. Bringing in talent like Kai Blue Kelly in nickel positions and potentially pairing him with someone like Gilmore could create a defensive setup that not only stops the run, but also allows for more aggressive plays in the secondary. For fans watching every snap, it's clear that defensive adjustments will be crucial against high-powered offenses like the Chargers, and the team's ability to make these shifts will likely determine outcomes in critical moments. As for the upcoming games, there's an undeniable buzz about key matchups and player performances. Brock Bowers' potential return to the field has fans on edge, with questions about his health and game readiness dominating conversations. If he plays, even at 70 to 80%, he remains a top-tier tight end capable of changing the flow of the game. The same goes for Gentry, who, while maybe not racking up stats like Jacobs, offers versatility that defenses have to account for at all times. Watching these young players step up under the bright lights of Monday Night Football or other prime matchups is what makes following the Raiders so thrilling right now. The quarterback situation continues to generate discussion as well. Geno Smith has been performing admirably, and comparisons to other young quarterbacks like Drake may spark debates about talent, upside, and long-term potential. Smith's experience gives him an edge in terms of leadership and consistency, but the intrigue around future stars adds a layer of excitement for fans already invested in the team's trajectory. Every game provides new data points, new moments to analyze, and new reasons to feel optimistic about the squad's direction. Ultimately, the combination of a young, talented roster, key veteran presences, and strategic adjustments on both sides of the ball creates an environment full of possibilities. Raiders fans are witnessing a team that is not only competitive but also deeply entertaining, with storylines developing at every position. From Brock Bowers' tight end dominance to Gentry's explosive runs, from offensive line growth to defensive matchups that could decide games, there is no shortage of talking points and reasons to stay invested in every snap. The atmosphere around the team is electric, and every game, every highlight, and every key play only adds to the growing excitement and anticipation for what this season could bring. As we move further into the season, Raiders fans are keeping a close eye on how the team adjusts to the evolving challenges on the field. One of the most exciting aspects has been watching the young players continue to develop and make their presence felt in critical situations. Brock Bowers has proven time and time again that he is not just a reliable option, but a game changer. Even when slightly limited by injuries or field conditions, his ability to find openings and make big plays keeps opposing defenses constantly on alert. Watching him in action is like seeing the entire offensive scheme open up around him, providing opportunities for other players like Jacoby Myers and Michael Mayer to shine. This kind of depth and adaptability is a true strength for the Raiders, ensuring that no single absence can derail the team's performance. Meanwhile, Ashton Gentry continues to show flashes of brilliance that hint at a major future impact. Although he may not immediately post numbers that rival a seasoned veteran like Josh Jacobs, Gentry's agility, vision, and versatility make him a constant threat in multiple facets of the game. The coaching staff has started to find ways to integrate him more effectively, whether through creative play calling, screen passes, or open field opportunities that highlight his strengths. Raiders fans are already beginning to see the potential for explosive games where Gentry can dictate tempo, create mismatches, and contribute significantly to the team's offensive output. It's this combination of young talent with calculated coaching adjustments that makes every Raiders game feel unpredictable in the best possible way. Defensively, the team's adjustments continue to be a major talking point. The secondary has seen some restructuring to better handle high-caliber offenses, and there's a clear emphasis on pairing experienced veterans with promising young players. Kyle Kelly's emergence as a key cornerback has added confidence to the unit, and discussions about adding someone like Stephon Gilmore indicate the team's commitment to balancing youth with experience. The goal is not just to stop big plays, but to create opportunities for turnovers, force quick decisions, and consistently pressure opposing quarterbacks. Every matchup provides data for refining these strategies, and fans are watching closely to see how these defensive adjustments manifest in real time, particularly against teams with dynamic passing attacks. Looking at the offensive line, there's a renewed focus on consistency and performance. After facing tough conditions in previous games, the line has shown that when healthy and cohesive, it can protect the quarterback effectively and open lanes for running backs. The difference between a cohesive line and one struggling with coordination is night and day, especially when facing elite defensive fronts like the Chargers. Raiders fans understand that every block, every adjustment, and every snap matters, and there's growing optimism that the line is trending in the right direction. This is a critical factor not only for the current season, but for establishing a foundation that allows the team to consistently compete at a high level. When it comes to matchups, there are several that Raiders fans are particularly excited about. Brock Bowers' battles with opposing defenders are always a focal point, as his combination of size, speed, and field awareness creates opportunities that can change the course of a game. Dante Thornton also presents an intriguing matchup against larger, slower defenders, and the team has shown a willingness to test these opportunities early to set the tone. The strategic use of motion, creative play design, and leveraging mismatches has been a hallmark of the Raiders' approach, and it's thrilling for fans to watch how these decisions play out under game conditions. On the quarterback front, Geno Smith continues to demonstrate leadership and poise. Comparisons to other young quarterbacks like Drake may only fuel the discussion, but Smith's experience and understanding of the game provide a steadying influence for the offense. His ability to read defenses, adjust plays at the line of scrimmage, and deliver under pressure is a testament to his skill set and his value to the team. While fans debate the potential of future stars, there's a recognition that Smith's presence gives the Raiders a reliable and effective leader who can help guide the younger players and keep the team competitive in every matchup. The upcoming games are shaping up to be crucial tests for the Raiders. There's a mixture of excitement and anticipation surrounding player performances, game plans, and potential breakout moments. Brock Bowers and Ashton Gentry remain central to these discussions, as their ability to perform consistently can dictate the team's success. Every play, every yard gained, and every defensive adjustment will be analyzed, with fans eagerly awaiting moments that could swing the momentum in the Raiders' favor. The blend of youthful energy, veteran savvy, and strategic planning creates a dynamic environment where anything seems possible, and every matchup carries weight for the team's trajectory. Raiders fans are particularly focused on how the team handles adversity, whether it's injuries, tough defensive fronts, or unexpected game situations. The adaptability of the roster, combined with the coaching staff's willingness to make bold adjustments, has already been evident in previous games. Players like Brock Bowers, Ashton Gentry, and Jacoby Myers have stepped up when called upon, demonstrating that the team can overcome challenges and still deliver exciting, high-level football. This resilience and versatility are qualities that fans value deeply, and they provide a sense of confidence heading into the next set of matchups. Additionally, the connection between the players and the fans has never been stronger. The energy in Allegiant Stadium during home games, particularly on primetime nights like Monday Night Football, is something that elevates the team's performance. With a crowd that is overwhelmingly in support of the Raiders, players feed off the intensity, and it becomes a tangible advantage on the field. The sense of community, excitement, and shared anticipation between the team and the fan base enhances every moment, making the experience of watching the Raiders not just about the game, but about being part of something bigger. The ongoing discussions about potential trades, roster adjustments, and strategic planning only add to the intrigue. Fans are constantly analyzing possibilities, from offensive line reinforcements to secondary upgrades, and the team seems committed to making moves that will strengthen their position both in the short term and for future seasons. The combination of proactive management, talented players, and engaged fans creates a dynamic ecosystem where every decision can have a meaningful impact on the team's trajectory. As the season continues, Raiders fans have plenty to be excited about. The blend of young talent, experienced veterans, strategic coaching, and passionate support from the fan base creates an environment that is both competitive and thrilling to watch. Each game brings new opportunities for standout performances, pivotal plays, and moments that will be remembered long after the final whistle. With Brock Bowers leading the tight end core, Ashton Gentry making dynamic plays in the backfield, Geno Smith providing leadership at quarterback, and the rest of the roster stepping up when needed, the Raiders are positioned to make a statement this season. The storylines are compelling, the matchups are intense, and the potential for breakout performances is high. Raiders fans have every reason to stay engaged, analyze each game, and celebrate the growth of a team that is showing both promise and determination. From explosive offensive plays to strategic defensive adjustments, from the energy of Allegiant Stadium to the anticipation of key matchups, every aspect of following the Raiders this season is filled with excitement and possibility. This momentum, combined with the team's focus on development, adaptability, and execution, sets the stage for what could be one of the most thrilling seasons in recent memory for the Las Vegas Raiders. The combination of talent, strategy, and fan energy makes every game a must-watch event, and the narrative of the season continues to unfold with each passing week, creating a journey that Raiders fans will remember for years to come. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on our Las Vegas Raiders. And don't be shy. Drop your thoughts on the news in the comments below. Whispers are swirling in Las Vegas, and it's impossible to ignore. Sauce Gardner might just be the defensive superstar the Raiders have been waiting for. Sources close to the team hint that the young cornerback, already turning heads across the league, has stepped into a role that could redefine the Raiders' defensive identity. Fans are buzzing, and the locker room seems electrified at the mere mention of his name. Gardner's impact isn't just a rumor. It's becoming the talk of analysts and insiders alike. Reports suggest his combination of speed, instincts, and lockdown coverage has already given quarterbacks nightmares, and opposing receivers are starting to feel the pressure before they even touch the ball. While the Raiders' defense has had flashes of brilliance in past seasons, there's a growing sense that Gardner could be the piece that finally allows the team to dominate consistently on that side of the ball. The murmurs aren't just on the field. Social media is alive with speculation that Gardner's presence could shift game plans, forcing offenses to rethink routes and schemes. He's a game changer, one insider reportedly said, refusing to be named. You watch him for 10 minutes, and you realize the whole dynamic of the defense changes. He's not just a cornerback, he's a weapon. Even veteran teammates are reportedly taking note. The energy in practice has shifted, with younger players pushing harder, inspired by Gardner's work ethic and natural ability. Coaches, too, are said to be scheming differently, crafting plays around Gardner's coverage and the flexibility he offers. There's an air of possibility, almost a sense of destiny, surrounding the Raiders' defensive backfield. Of course, these are still early days. Skeptics are cautioning fans not to get carried away by hype. But if the buzz is real, and insiders insist it is, then Sauce Gardner could quickly evolve from rising star to the heartbeat of a Raiders defense that fans have been craving for years. All eyes will be on him this season, and if the rumors hold true, the Raiders' opponents may soon find themselves in a defensive nightmare they can't escape. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay updated with exclusive news about our Las Vegas Raiders, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. We can't wait to hear your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next video.